Hey guys, my second stop in Nicaragua is at its capital, Managua. I'm standing on the shores of Lake Managua. This lake was also declared as being the most contaminated lake in Central America because probably for hundreds of years the waters of the city were dumped into the lake untreated. Even today probably half of them are still dumped untreated. Despite that, I've seen people bathing and also fishing on these waters. So if you're coming to Managua, please be careful from where you buy your food, especially your fish. It is a land of waters. The biggest lake of Central America, we've seen it in the previous video, Lake Nicaragua. This is the second largest lake of Nicaragua. Also a country of volcanoes, around 40 in this country, from which almost all of them are still active. One is quite over there on those shores. And regarding the history of Nicaragua, it's quite similar with the one of its neighbors, with some mentions. In 1821, Spanish Empire left from here. Then in 1823, they left the first Mexican Empire and declared their independence in 1838. Spain acknowledged their independence in 1850. The only territory that had a different path was the East Coast, or Mosquito Coast on its name. It was under British rule until 1860. After that, this country went from bad to worse. I have to mention financial crisis, corrupted dynasties, occupation, earthquakes, floods, you name it. Everything that can make this land uninhabited happened here in Nicaragua, especially here in Managua. Until 1990, when they started to reconstruct the city. Well, imagine that in 1972, it was a really huge earthquake which destroyed about 90% of the city and 20,000 people died. Since then, they started to rebuild the city, and the only construction that are still standing from that tremendous earthquake are right here in the old city. One can be the National Palace of Culture, is behind this white building. There is also St. James Cathedral, or also known as the Old Cathedral. And this white building is the National Theater, bears the name of their national famous poet Rubén Darío. There's a square here in front of us, the Faith Square, and this obelisk is dedicated to one of the Vatican's Pope, Juan Pablo II. What's very interesting here at the shores of Lake Managua are these trees. They are called trees of life. They are lit during the night. And don't forget to come here when it's dark. Managua was founded in 1819, and it was declared a capital in 1852, 2 years after Spain acknowledged their independence. It was named as a capital as a compromise. The big colonial city of Granada, which is in the south of Managua, and also León city, which is on the north side, were two rival cities. So it was quite a good idea of naming Managua its capital. Since 1990, they started rebuilding the city, and today has more than 1.5 million inhabitants from a total of a bit more than 6 million inhabitants of the entire country. So here is Managua at the shores of Managua Lake, surrounded by these trees of life. I will see you next time.